Well, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you very much for coming along to listen to me to speak. I'm going to speak for about 30 minutes. I'm going to speak for 5 minutes about myself, which will be the most boring part, but I think it's important that you know where a speaker is coming from and what their background is to then understand the next part of the presentation, which is 5 minutes about LSE and the University of Cambridge, and then 20 minutes about talent management, which will be an intro into the discussion that follows. Yeah? So look, my name is Indi Seehra. Indi is short for Indrajit, and so of course many in the audience recognize that Indrajit is a Sikh heritage name. Whilst I have lived all my life in UK, I am originally from a family that would have been in Punjab some 100 years ago. In terms of the context of me, I spent the first 11 years of my working life in the private sector, in banking and financial services, and I spent the next 9 years of my working life in 3 organizations that shaped my views on talent management. That was the National Crime Agency of UK, the Crown Prosecution Service of UK, and one of the intelligence agencies of UK. Yes? So I am able to say with some degree of authority that there is nobody who lives a life like James Bond. Yeah? But something remarkable happened in my career in 2008. Everything I had learned about the profession of human resources and everything that I had trained to be suddenly came to a crash when I was offered the job as Director of Human Resources for the University of Cambridge. Yeah? This was simply really because ultimately they identified me as the candidate they wanted because I had worked with strong professional groups. They didn't care it was an academia. What they wanted to have is an HR director who could work with strong, difficult, and tough professionals, and that was what I was going to be faced with in academia in the University of Cambridge. Now, as it happens, I've had 6 years at Cambridge, during which I was a lecturer for the London School of Economics. And a couple of years ago, I swapped round and became HR Director for the London School of Economics, and I still lecture for the University of Cambridge. So that's the context of me arriving here. And I will talk a little bit about why my world of how I thought HR and good HR was changed. Let me just say a little bit about LSE and Cambridge. I think most of you will have heard of the organizations. They're consistently listed in the top 30 of any form of world ranking. And certainly, if you look at ranking in terms of research, then you will find them in the top 10, often listed, and Cambridge in the top 3. So that is one thing. The other thing is that they're a little bit unusual because whereby many speakers today and yesterday and tomorrow might use Apple or Google as an example, there are few of us in the room who could actually say, we're confident Apple will be a #1 brand in 10 years' time. Yeah? Things change fast, don't they? Yeah? So we think they probably will, but we're not sure. And in 20 years' time, we're even less sure. Yeah, I'm absolutely confident, more so than many things in life, that University of Cambridge will continue to be just as successful in 30 years' time. And it has been successful 810 years. And what makes me say that, I'll share a little bit with you. And similarly with London School of Economics, less of a history, 125 years, but you only have to get to understand how the organizations work to say, do you know what? You can get an organization to a level of talent capability where it self-adjusts without anybody needing to think about it.